What's up, everybody? It's me again, and it is time to lean in, bitch. We are here for Married to Medicine, season 8, episode 16, the finale. We have gotten to the end of the show. I'm here with Antonio. What's going on, Antonio?
What's up, y'all? Hey, everybody. What's up, Cortez?
How you doing, child? Chase and Sammy cannot be here today. I actually saw Chase and Sammy over the weekend in Dallas. We all were very drunk. I got back early this morning, so I had a little time to work and get some rest. So I'm able to come and do this recap today because, child, I almost did not make it. But I heard some things about the episode. I wanted to go ahead and watch it, get this out, and I'm just gonna say it was an okay finale, just like it's been
Yeah.
an okay season. But I'm sure we're gonna dive into it. So let me get your thoughts on. I guess we'll talk about the season more in depth after the reunion part two when it's all over. How you feel about the episode
Okay.
as a finale?
I felt like the episode was just okay. There was nothing to me. It had a couple of funny moments, but there was nothing that was like, wow, groundbreaking or uh, I, that just kind of left me with where I felt like, okay, I'm ready for the reunion because I need to see this what happened in the finale. I need to see how does that translate into the reunion. But it was just like you said, it was just an okay episode. I felt like I guess production was working with what they had, so that's kind of what they went with. The only thing I guess maybe I am wanting to get more into is I was over Scott and Contessa, but now I'm kind of like intrigued again. So I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, it was cool.
I'm not really intrigued by them at all. It's actually quite boring to me, actually. Like I don't, and it's not about whether I believe it's true or not. It's just it. It's like when you see things like this happen, like there's nothing happening. Like they're trying to get him to
Yeah,
talk. He doesn't want to talk. He's not being honest. It's like trying to get something out of a child, or like my dog. My dog is like gotten a piece of chicken off the ground. It's gone. And so as it relates to Scott, he's not talking. Like he is lying, and Contessa acting like, oh, I didn't know
but
this.
she's
She's
not
like,
talking either, right?
she
Yeah.
all she's doing is crying, crying and leaving. She's not, like, it's just not making sense. The other girls are getting involved. I don't really like that. I feel like the men should probably talk a little more. I do get that this show does do that, and they've done it in the past. They are very. One time, the girls will come together as when it relates to anything related to the family. Family. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not just marital issues. It's always like someone passed away or just anything family. They come together. So
Yeah.
I like that.
I
But
agree.
this
Me
episode, I
too.
didn't. It was a whole big mess. So I want to start first on a lighter note because I thought this is where I thought the episode was gonna be great. When Anila was ordering drinks off Lisa Nicole's, I said, "Oh shit!" Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I live for stuff like that just because it's TV. But in real
Yeah.
life, she would have got her ass beat.
Beats.
I'm sorry. It
Yeah.
wouldn't have been no police. I would have slapped her. Because I'm like,
But
don't play
I
with me like that, girl. But at the same time,
do not
yeah.
play with me like that. But I think she knew kind of, who to do that to. I don't think Anila would have tried that with any of those other women. Maybe Carrie outside of Lisa, but she wouldn't have tried that with Heavenly, Jackie Simone. None of
Latoya.
those women she would have tried that with. Yeah, she
Yeah.
wouldn't. I don't even think she would have went there with Toya. She just would not have
Yeah.
tried to go there with them. She did that because she knew that she could. But
I mean,
yeah, in real life,
to be honest with you,
yeah,
Lisa, if it was the old Lisa Nicole, she would have got guapped. Because the old Lisa Nicole compared to the new Lisa Nicole, she just ain't. She argued, but the old Lisa Nicole threw a whole glass of jug of water in somebody's face on that cast,
she did.
and
She
and
almost
and
drowned Quad.
I almost drowned her. So I'm just like, okay, but I knew it was gonna be some shit when she was just like, what y'all want to drink? Drinks are on me. I'm like, bitch, the girls think you already got no money, so I know you ain't right here buying no drinks. And usually on
Yeah,
TV shows, they don't really, they just order drinks. You never even know. You never hear about the bill. You never hear about nothing.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's gonna be some shit. I like how Kawhi was like, well, I guess you add the tip to that room too. Um, I will say I feel like Heavenly and Quad are like the new duo that I never thought I would need. Cause I will say they had me cracking up the entire episode. Um,
Yeah.
the relationship they have, especially when we're gonna talk about it when they went to the thing, they went over to Scott's room. But Miss Confederate flag, Heavenly and the Confederate flag, and this what's her name, Carrie with this same ass swimsuit.
Same swimsuit. Carrie must have spent a little coin on that swimsuit because she was like, "Yeah, I
Girl,
don't. I
it's
filmed
Spice
in it
Girls
once. I'm
get
gonna film
up. She want to be a Spice
in
Girl so bad, baby. Go ahead and get something. What's the way you say?
it."
I love it,
Baby,
but girl, get a new swimsuit.
the old Spice. Yeah, Carrie needs to sit her old ass down somewhere.
Right. Then Jack and Simone, they kind of touched on them being back friends, but we know that's really not true because if you follow them on social media, they really hadn't been like hanging out with each other. Then obviously the reunion trailer they showed that they're like beefing. I'm like, okay, but this stuff happens all the time. I think I said this last week. I was like, they make up, then they end up they see stuff, they come back and here or there. Um, so I do want to talk about the dinner, of course. Now we talked about this. I think I don't know if it was all of us who was here, but I originally thought it was only a girls' trip, and it seemed like it was. But they wanted to
Yeah.
bring Scott along. Do you? How do you feel about them bringing Scott along without letting him know what's going on, and then kind of bringing him there and letting him get ambushed by the women?
I Scott is on my nerves this season, but
Right.
I still did not like that at all. It was like the guys, didn't know to the extent of what was going on or why they were bringing him. Scott had no idea what he was walking into. So I think with him already, hell, he won't even really communicate with his wife that he's been with for all these
Yeah.
damn years. So I don't know what makes them think he's going to sit down and be open and listening to what they have to say. So when he feels like, okay, well, this was like a setup, so he gonna shut down right there, and he's just not gonna have really shit to say, especially when these random people are like questioning him about, his marriage and what's going
Mm-hmm.
on. I didn't like that at all. I was like not a fan of that, and I'm thinking that maybe they felt it could have been good, but then I also think they may have known that it could have been bad. And when you production, they was probably like, well, if it goes bad, that means it's gonna be some good TV. So maybe that's why they kind of went along with that. But I don't agree with it. And I don't feel like they should have, brought him there under like false pretenses.
Yeah, they shouldn't have brought him there, period. And they shouldn't have tried to do it at a table. Of course, Heavenly, the wrong person. And
Wrong.
clearly, like I said, the women and the men have two different stories. The women have, I mean, it's not like contestant making the stuff up. She only telling the girls what he said to her. So,
Yeah.
but then he telling the men one other thing, and he come in saying like something else. It's like it's just too much. Um, Scott, I don't. I still don't get the whole issue they have, and it's unclear whether it's cheating, whether it's like, am I falling in love? Like, I don't really know what the core of it all is in. But he's just very in denial of saying we're good, and it's clearly she's not. So I don't know. I'm just kind of getting tired of seeing Contessa cry when she got up and left with him. And I get that's your husband, but I didn't like
I
the
was
scene.
like,
It was just a whole. It was very dramatic, and I just wasn't feeling
I
it.
was confusion. I was like, what is going on? And they like looking at Contessa, asking her questions, and he like answering, and then he gets up to walk away, and she gets up, and I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, I got you guys in this, and I'm like, girl, what?
Why you think
Listen,
the man didn't
okay,
speak up though? Why you think because they spoke up more when they left, but they weren't really saying shit
Mhm.
when he was there. So like, why do you think they didn't say nothing? I feel like they should have played more of a part because who wants just like a woman doesn't want a man talking to them. I feel like a woman should probably watch the boundaries as it's talking to a man too because that's just what it is. Especially
Yeah,
as it relates to marriage and stuff like that.
yeah.
That's a very tough thing. Hell, even in a relationship, in a gay relationship, child, if me, don't talk to my man. I'm just saying, we both men, but don't talk to my man.
Right, I get it. I was, I don't, I was just like, I was so like the whole scene, like you said, I was just confused. It was odd. It was weird. I do feel like there is still a story there with Contessa and Scott. Like they have not given us what they could have given us. I think it seems like somebody from production was like, "Hey, y'all have having marital issues. We need to show this." But it's like they got together and it was like, "Okay, well, we want to film the show, but we're only gonna kind of let out kind of what we want to be out. We don't want all this extra shit, all this extra shit to be out and for people to be seeing stuff and all, and kind of know everything that's going on. So I think they were trying their best to kind of keep some things under wraps, but you're on a reality TV show and you're supposed to show everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the real ugly. And at this point, we kind of want to see the real ugly because y'all been having issues for the last couple of seasons, and we still don't really have any answers as to why or what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. So nothing really was resolved. Dr. Jackie's husband was real verbal, honey. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what you was in a couple seasons ago. You talking about? I mean, I get it. He was saying some stuff that was true. They need more sides to the story, but I mean, he giving if Scott is speaking, he's speaking his side, and she just reporting it back to the girls. Then it should be no more side. That should just be on the side because it ain't like they
That was
both
just
been
it.
by the same thing. He ain't been to nobody. He acting like everything all good. We're gonna figure out it's my wife. She's the one that's more so going through it. So Quad and Heavenly, this is like my favorite part. Quad and Heavenly, they left. They in the little car.
Hmm.
And she like, hold on, bitch, don't go in the turning lane. She like, bitch, I'm all the way over here. Shut up. She like, bitch, you shut the fuck up. I was like, I was hollering. I
That,
was hollering.
because that to me was like a real like moment that shit even we would be having or you and your
Yeah,
girlfriend or
yeah,
whatever would be having. It was just a real live moment like shut the fuck up, I got this. So that's kind of we was able to relate to that, and that shit was funny as hell to me too because I was like they really be cussing each other out, and it really remind me of you shit how me and my friends be doing with each other. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I had the experience this weekend. One of my friends was driving, going all in the damn grass. I'm like, girl, get over. I'm gonna save that and use this as a meme. Somebody probably gonna use it against me because I'd be like that too. But whatever. So they went over there, and I was like, well, first I would ask you, do you think they should went over there? Do you think they should just left it
No,
alone? Okay, so they went over there, and I'm surprised he let them in. Let's start
I
there.
am as well. Contessa was also. She actually said that. I'm surprised he let y'all in.
Yeah. And so let him in, and they was talking or whatever. They was trying to get more out of him, and they kind of really got nowhere. He kind of stormed off or whatever, and basically said that somebody named Kevin Johnson was the Kevin Johnson was somebody that he was talking to. I'm like Scott, like at this point, you giving Kim Zolciak lies now. Like it's getting bad.
Man,
Like you not
big
look
line.
you looking real bad and sloppy out here to where if this is a storyline that y'all came up with, clearly you forgot your lines, and it
Clearly.
ain't. And Contessa is in her head like, didn't we talk about this? I don't know. It just looks really bad. Like, come on, like nobody's this bad of a liar on TV. Well, yeah, Kim
Yeah, he
Zolciak.
went the whole I'm going to um I'm seeing a man, it's not even a woman, his name Kevin Johnson. It's just like,
Like y'all
dude,
just, I'm
like
like y'all just said that, and I get we do say stuff when we upset, but it was like no, you didn't just say that. You said it. You kind of said it, and you made it like it was a fact. You
yes.
let her believe that. So at this point, don't try to backtrack now. I don't know. This is too
And then it
much.
was like, well, why would you do that? I get that. I guess you was upset at that time, but why would you
Yeah,
I don't get it.
yeah.
Maybe
Uh,
it's not for us to get, I guess.
I guess we're gonna find out because like I said, at the reunion they talk about a little more about it. I guess she filed for
Hmm.
divorce or whatever. Yeah. I just feel like they were trying to give us this big showdown between the two in terms of like their marriage, and it still left me kind of like I was kind of empty. Like I didn't feel like no kind of resolution, which I didn't expect that, but I didn't feel like there was anything to leave out. It was just quite sad and unfortunate to be like,
Yeah,
but I'm still lost about what's going on.
still lost. I mean,
um,
did communication lead to him cheating? Is the
right,
cheating what's the issue now? Is it communication and cheating? It's just like, okay, we don't really know. And
right.
it seems like hell they don't fucking know either. So
Carrie and Toya was talking, and I mean, what's her name kind of alluded to Carrie maybe hearing. So I wondered if they did she know she heard, or did she really just believe like was she close to her? But Carrie, thirsty ass, can't wait to get over to that
Yeah.
camera and be like, "Girl, I heard. Oh my God, he was yelling," and I'm like, "Oh Lord, here she goes." And she slightly. Then later on, she tells somebody that's gonna be a Karen, but she kind of was acting like little Karen right there in my
Right.
eyes. But I like how when she was like, "What would you do if Eugene had a something like that?" And then she was like, "What you say?" Tell Eugene will be running out the house.
Yeah, she
he will.
was
He
just
will.
throwing up throwing a lamp and everything. I was
I
like,
believe
yeah,
it.
I believe it.
I
I
said that's
believe it.
real, and then so they went over there. They went over to talk to her, and they didn't let the producers in there. They didn't got the housekeeping lady or a guy whoever it was to try to let them sleep in and close the door,
Right.
which I think
But
was
I
so
didn't understand
slick.
why she. So I guess she knew what their conversation was about, and she, I guess, didn't want it to be on camera. I didn't understand the point of not allowing producers in, or maybe she was naked or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I like moments like I'm always curious in moments like this where there's like producers and they trying to get more. You know what I'm saying? But somebody shuts them out or takes off a mic or don't film me, get on my face. Like so that's basically what that was. But it wasn't as
Yeah.
aggressive as we've seen before. But they couldn't get in. I just thought it was funny. The housekeeping was just, trying to get in. Child, it was like get back, boom, close the door. And
Yeah.
so he left out. He left out at that
Yeah,
time. He
he
didn't
was
stay in the
done.
room. He was like, "I'm done. We're leaving soon. Like that's that." But then Lisa gets her bill as they checking out, and I just hollered at her telling what's her name telling her don't be a Karen.
Carrie told that lady, "Don't be a Karen," because she
Girl,
was
I
saying
would
she was gonna call the police.
yeah
That shit was funny to me.
yeah
You got this white woman from London telling you to don't be a Karen. That was hilarious to me. That whole scene, it was like I was like, Anila was wrong as hell for doing that shit.
wrong.
But it was so funny to me. I really wanted Lisa Nicole to call the police on her because I wanted that extra drama. Like, give me something to close out this season with like a bang. I
Yeah
really wanted
yeah
Lisa Nicole to
yeah.
call the police. And even Heavenly was like, "Hey, here go $300. Like, just take it." And I think Carrie ended up paying for it, right?
Yeah, she paid 40. She gave her $300.
Okay, okay. That
Yeah,
shit was funny. And Neela was wrong. And then did you see as they were at the counter, Toya was like trying to block Anila so Anila won't like walk away. She was like trying to hold her arms out so Anila wouldn't
I ain't
walk
see
away.
that.
You didn't, yeah, she did. She did. And then Neela was like gonna turn to walk away and Tori kind of held her arms out like nah. But yeah, that shit was that
Bully.
scene, that scene was funny as hell. And Anila asked in that confessional talking about the police looking for you anyway.
Anyway, she did. I said, "Come on, come on." I said, come on, Anila, with the last minute bust through in the season. Her best performances came in the last 3 or 4 episodes. I must give it
Yeah,
to her. That I ain't saying she the greatest, but she did what needed to be done in the last 3 to 4 episodes. I feel like
she
this was
tried.
good.
She tried.
She did try. She did try. But I would have bopped her in the face with the damn three hundred
Bob.
dollar bill. Pop with the bill. And I'm just glad that for TV purposes I did want it to get a little more. I wanted to call the police, but child, listen, you never even see the women arguing about money like this on TV shows,
Paying for yeah, yeah,
paying for drinks, paying for nothing. Like it's always it's never talked about. So
yeah.
maybe producers got in their ear. Maybe it just was as organic as we saw.
You
But
never even really see them when they at the hotel to check out. So that's how I know it was a situation where
yeah,
production was like, "Oh yeah, Lisa Nicole, you got to be sure to make sure you check out and
somebody,
go to the
yeah,
counter."
yeah, yeah. I was somebody probably told her go to the counter. You got to check out. Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah,
what I thought the same thing. That's right. And she
that
got
lady
there and
could
when she
fire
got
you.
that bill, when she said, yeah, he said, how do you want to, what do you want to put the $600 bill on your card? She said, and I was like, oh Lord, the fact that it was exactly 600 some dollars,
Yeah,
she could have made it
with the
like
tip.
she could did like 500.
Yeah.
or seven
No,
fifty.
it was $600. And then they had got them some bottles of fucking champagne to go and everything. That shit was hilarious to me.
They was
That was
drinking,
funny.
but you know, and then with Heavenly was like, child, look, I'll pay for it. Then Toy was like, did you know? She was like, now hold up, bitch, I had a drink, but hold up, I had a drink, but hold up, I probably shouldn't have, but
Shit.
I did.
They was over there drinking like damn fish and then got them a bottle to go. I was like, come
That's
on,
probably why
y'all.
Quad's stomach was hurting or whatever, because she didn't go to something, the little
She
boat.
didn't go after that. And that's what I was thinking.
That
She had
shit,
drank too much of the damn champagne.
too much champagne, bottomless. Um, but I mean, that was pretty much it. Like the episode was okay. I mean, they wanted to make this Scott and Contessa thing a thing. I don't think we really care that much. I mean, I hope they make it
Yeah.
through it, but it's not fun to watch. It's like boring. He's not talking.
It
He's
is. It's not like a that, and that's the thing. I guess maybe if we had more of the root than we could, but that's why I said I was still intrigued because I'm like because it's been like 3 seasons now. I want to know what the fuck y'all got going on. Like with other marital issues we've seen go down on the shows, we were able to see from
one
like
season in,
from
one season out. It's been 3 seasons,
yeah,
and there has been problems that they don't want to talk about.
no resolutions, just all problems. So yeah,
Well, with that being said, I'm leaning out. Next week, we're gonna be here for the reunions. I hope it is good. The reunion,
probably
the trailer didn't give me a whole lot,
it
but
didn't.
we're
And
gonna
it's three
be.
parts too.
It's 3 parts. I know you
It's
lying.
3 parts. It
Oh
is
no,
three
baby, we
parts.
gonna have to double up on one of these. Uh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be given 1 and 2 together or 2 and 3. Cause if it's 3 parts, these shows need to stop doing these damn 3-part reunions. Cause nowadays, some of them be only 1 part reunion. Now,
Yeah, exactly.
Salt Lake City, they did a good job
They
with the.
did an
Did they have 2 or 3?
amazing
They
job.
had 3.
They had three.
They
You know,
had
they
a
were
really
the
good
first
job.
one with the three. Yeah.
Huh? Salt Lake City?
They were the first season, season one with a 3 part reunion,
Oh
out the
yeah,
gate.
they was. They
hmm
needed 4 parts
Yeah,
because
they
it
could
was
have went
good.
for it.
I could have
It
talked about
was.
it right, but they didn't. So we'll be here next week talking about it. Hopefully everyone will be here, and if it's interesting, we may go live with it. We may not. But until then, like I said, like, subscribe, comment things, all things the lean. You can find myself, Antonio,
Yes.
Chase, and Sammy on IG. Um, at our individual names or at the Lean Blog Child, they names there too. So we're gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night on this lovely day and Monday. And if you're watching Beverly Hills, that's on Wednesdays. And Drag Race All
Yes.
Stars starts this week too. So
Oh, it does. Okay, good. Good.
and we may be doing encore. I don't know. We may do encore. I don't know. We're gonna see it. The show with the on BT.
Yeah, BET.
Yeah, I hear good things about it. I
Mm.
need to watch it and see if I like it. If I like it, then let's do it. Because I feel like
From the clips that I've seen, it has been good, but I haven't got to actually watch it yet either. So
okay. Well,
yeah.
subscribe if you like this video. Make sure you hit that like button, and we will see you guys later. Y'all have a good night.
Bye, y'all.